Where the f*** have you been?
Don't even.
No emails.
No emails.
No texts.
No, why would I?
No phone calls.
Didn't even ring the phone.
No letters.
No, not bothered. So
Not even a pigeon.
Not even a pigeon. So
What did I do?
you spray painted a bottle on the side of my bloody house, G.
Well, yes. Sorry about that.
Yes. Good, welcome back, G.
It's good to be back,
Yeah,
Ben.
I bet it bloody is. I can't believe it either. Right then, folks, welcome back to the Salford story. The cleaning bills are a bloody disgrace. Should be paying for those. And the Premier League has been paying for our good performances. Now, last time we met, we played Newcastle and Sunderland. 2 wins. Back-to-back wins. I know, who could believe it? We've not done it since. The Capital One Cup game I was going to show you that I was really excited about. We lost 4-1 to Norwich. So that now won't be happening because that's why. A draw against Burnley and a draw against Hull, bit underwhelming, and a 2-1 against Derby County means that with 5 points in the last 3 games, we sit in 12th place. I know, it's a shock to me as well. Kendall Peters is in the top goal scorers in the Premier League. We have 17 points after 12 games and stand a comfortable 8 points ahead of the bottom 3. Now today, 2 big games for us, games that matter. The first of which will be against Stoke City, the second of which comes later on against Watford. Now, let's see today's team. It's all going quite well. Let's keep this going. We're going to win the league. We're going to win the league. And stop, edit that out. Any talk, let's just clarify now, any talk of titles, edit out, okay? Just let that be I'll do it as a montage at the end of the season when we win the league, and I'll go, oh, look at the montage I made about potentially winning the league, and I cut it all out. Why aren't we cutting these out? Okay then, folks, we are going to stick with a team that's been very successful for us, but let me quickly update you on a few terrifying things. The first of which is that Marius is out for 6 to 8 weeks with a broken toe. I think it was around 2-3 months, but yeah, it's now 6 to 8 weeks as you join me now. Very disappointing. Had a solid start to the season, I thought. 5 goals and 3 assists in 8 games. Had a very solid average rating. Definitely, you look at how he did last season, he was certainly doing better this season. So it's a disappointing outcome that he's got injured. And he's not the only one. Adam Hansen is out for 6 to 5 months with a torn calf muscle. Wasn't ever present in the side so far this season. That wasn't producing massive goods, but it has meant a change in personnel. And let me show you that right now. So, Mark Park will be in goal. Love that. Columbino at right back, Torres at left back, Rekic and João Paulo will be in the middle. Peter on the right, Barry on the left, to me to you. Dinnerlin will now come in the middle instead of Hansen, and Eckhart will be the box-to-box midfielder beside him, and this is where things get bloody interesting. We are going to play 2 advanced forwards. Dun, dun, dun! Have you ever seen anything like it? You have now. The Madge and Kendall Peters will be playing the same role because it's their favourite role, and if we look at the stats they have or the attributes they have for said role, they're both very well suited to such a role. Finishing's very good, composure, anticipation off the ball, acceleration and balance, all solid, okay? He suits the role perfectly, and so does Kendall Peters. So don't just play one of them, Ben. They're both fantastic. Play both. You can see again here that finishing, composure, off the ball, anticipation, acceleration, pace, natural, everything. They've both got it all. And I've never played 2 advanced forwards before, so we're going to see how it happens. I think it could be secretly successful. So, first game of the day against Stoke City. Prove it to me. Away from home, on a good run of form. So a 3-0 defeat's incoming. Last time we played Stoke, of course, was the end of last season, and they beat us. So they're doing shit this year, so it should be fine. Okay, we are the favourites for the game, and a win, we could move up to 9th. Oh, the dizzy heights. Stoke still have some familiar names. They've got Chesney in goal, Redmond, Oliver, Luis Suarez at left back, so, stacked. It's probably not really Luis Suarez, obviously. Right, passionate team talk. Come on, lads. Do something. There's a lot more to come from you. Now, I've chosen today's games because we play one, I think, in October and one in November. So a nice little crossover. Can I just confirm that? Yes. Oh, it's November and December. Time flies. Literally missed out an entire month. So, oh dear. Did I miss my birthday? No, we got that. First chance of the game, Madge on this left-hand side. Now, the reason we're going to do the 2 advanced forwards is because they'll both close down, they'll both put themselves about, and they'll both look for the pass to the opposite one of them. So we're hoping that together they can cause a lot of problems, running in behind, making things difficult as Kendall Peters goes through, sort of. Eckhart, out to Peter now, ball into the middle perhaps, men there. The Madge was at the front post, didn't quite get there. Luis Suarez on the ball, the clearance not the best, he should be back up front where he belongs, as Eckhart back on the ball now, into the Madge. Madge. The Madge! No, Madge, just singular. Madge. Barry on the left side. Torres. We're trying to get the ball in. You can see we're trying to whip one into the far post, but it's not quite happening for us as Peter gets it now, hits the byline, ball across, Madge is there, heads into the far corner, and that's just what we're talking about. Two very poacher-like instincts, but offering a little bit more to their game. So this could be the two advanced forward formation. I'm revolutionising Football Manager. In fact, have you ever done it before? I am intrigued. If you've ever played two advanced forwards together, let me know. How do they do for you? And if you've never used them before, maybe give it a go. I sound like something from Art Attack. Oh, if you've never done paper mache, give it a go. Madge heads in, goal. Peter with another assist. Peter is excelling lately. We stay on the counter-attack as well. We're just trying to hit teams. We're so quick on the break with those two forwards that we'll probably score to make it 2-1 very shortly. Bloody hell, team! Can you wait until I finish my piece before you let one in? Oliver with a corner. I mean, it looks like we've done a bit of zonal marking there. Not great, as Lower scores the goal. That was an approximation of his name. Question is, we're playing wide. Can we get the wingers in the game? There are 5 minutes left of this first half. It doesn't look likely. I take that back. Torres and Barry working well. Madge now with it. Oh, Kendall Peters. Chesney makes the save. It'll be interesting to see. Obviously, we have 2 fullbacks who are on loan. And if they perform well this season, as they have done so far, they're definitely 2 players I want to bring in full time. We've not had really great wing backs for a while, so I'm hoping we can get them both in at the end of the season, if possible. But I do think they'll be quite expensive. I said we were unlucky in that first half, which is a nonsense. Now, of course, creatively, having 2 advanced forwards does mean one of them is unlikely to drop off, but we're really looking to work it between the full-back, the central midfielder, and the winger to get the ball into the middle, and hopefully they will poach. By next episode, we won't be playing 2 advanced forwards. I'm feeling like that'll be the case. Well, Denelin has just gone through the back of Oliver, and it was 2 feet, so he's getting sent off, and wasn't very Christian of him, was it? I mean, it was for Stoke. Right, we're going to take someone off. I think we take Madge off, bring Julian Book on, and Kendall Peters will play up top on his own. Now, I've been down to 10 men before, and we came back and actually won a match doing this, so maybe that will happen all over again. Time's ticking down. I say we'll stay on the counter-attack as Stoke come forward. I mean, if the red card is going to cost me, which I'm deciding that if they score it will have done, Mark Park with a great save. Actually, Mark Park has been growing into his role as keeper for Salford City. First few games, very nervy. Looked like a player that hadn't played Premier League football before, which is a fact. But now, looks a little bit more composed. Kendall Peters just had 5 or 6 or 7 men around him there, as Eckhart's got it now. I don't know if this is going to be the end of the highlight. It is. Thank you for teasing me. I realised that our replacement for Hansen has now got a red card, which means Julian Book will probably have to start the next game, which has changed things slightly because he's not a natural playmaker. Okay, with time ticking down, there's an argument to say I should make another change. We're going to bring Jeff Thomas on for Peter, just for the last 5. I don't know if it's going to make any kind of impact. Jeff Thomas and the Harp this season are certainly taking a bit more of a back seat. They've come through the lower leagues, but it's time to push on now and add a little bit more quality. And I think that's what we've done as Barry's got it on this left side. Speaking of quality, ball forward. Speaking of the lack of quality, Barry with it again, back to Torres, into the Book. I nearly called him the Book. Eckhart with it, back to Torres. It seems, I mean, why am I seeing this? Not only are they wasting my time, viewers, they're wasting your time. Okay, just over a minute left to go, and the highlight has come weirdly early. Oh, no. No! No! Mark Park. MP. Multiplayer. No. Mark Park. He's a god. 2 saves in the last minute of the game. Marky Parky. Marky Parky. I mean, we know what today's title's called. No. Yes. Can we end the game now, please? We're down to 10 men there. Full time then. Stoke 1, Salford 1. We actually move up a couple of places due to that point. I'm happy with that. Unlucky boys. You know, went down to 10 men. Was a struggle. So, yeah, on to the next one then. Watford, the opposition. And they're not having the greatest of seasons. When is it? Oh, look at that. It's not even there. Is it Monday? When is the next game? The 7th. Why is there such a big gap between games these days? Right, he's banned for 1 match. Do I appeal it? No. Right, I'll see you on the other side of this. I could be here for hours. The fans coming on well hot. The Premier League Team of the Week's just come out, by the way. Mark Park. There we go. In goal for it. Ollie Bang was up front. Oh, it's magnificent. Okay, welcome back. We're going to play Watford now. We've just, obviously, Denelin has been dropped from the team because of his suspension. The team largely remains the same. We've brought Ntobo in, though, in a slightly different role. Parking goal, Colombino. That's always difficult to say for some reason. I want to say Colombia every time. Torres, Rekic, João Paulo, Peter and Barry on the other side. Eckhart as the box-to-box, and Renard is going to come in with Peters for today's game. Ntobo's going to play as an advanced playmaker. We've been playing with the Deep Lion one when it's been Hansen and Denelin, but we're going to get Ntobo into the game. He's not a natural there. fair. But I feel like if I'm going to spend this much money on a player, I should probably find a way to just pigeonhole him into the team. And Watford, not having a great season, so a team that we should be able to beat. Let's get into this. We are massive favourites for the game, which is very rare for us, but they're 19th. They've won 2 games all season. We've only won 5 games, so it's not like we're setting the world alight. This is our game in hand. Win it, and we go up to 10th. Oh, these dizzy heights. Dizzy heights. They've got Lorenzo Christig. It's a blast from the past. Always a bit of a wonder kid back in the day. Enjoyed him. As a footballer, a football manager, Jesus, he wasn't there either. Right then, let's see how we get on. Watford, the opposition. I want a clean 3-0 victory without stress. Actually, as Renard's playing, we could change his role up front. We'll let Watford score first. Okay, maybe a counter. No, never mind. We're on the counter and we're at home. I feel like we're going to switch to attacking. Whether they score or not here, we're going attacking from now on. Ball played in. Jarpalo heads clear. Christig with it now. Oh, dearie me. What are we going to do? Christig, what's happened to this? I don't know where this has come from at all. It's just talking like this. Stop it. They're on the left wing. Somebody get him, please. Get him. They put it out to the edge of your box. Falsian now. Got it. Can we stop it? I mean, the highlight's gone on for so long. Well done, Mark Park. You're a terrific lad. It wasn't planned. It just... Oh, God. I felt like I was reincarnating I wasn't even dead. Hang on, am I dead? No, I'm not. Not as far as I know. Peters with it. Into Renard. Renard with it. Renard! Oh, my God. The mouth! The bloody mouth! It's a great save from the mouth, to be fair. I forgot. I didn't even notice him. But he's here. Ball played in. Is it an own goal? Oh, dearie me. They've got a Pennington. Well, I've got a Partington. They've got a Pennington. Sorry, I think I've amused myself. I've almost forgot you were watching. I was just amusing myself with that joke. It's 1-0 though. Salford 1, Watford 0. The mouth couldn't keep it out, and actually the mouth hasn't had a particularly good time against us so far in this save. No, not great. A lot of people say sign the mouth. I don't really think I want to. A lot of errors. Ball played in. I mean, it's in again. Damn it. Maybe I should sign the mouth. This keeper's tragic. I mean, what lovely facial hair that guy had. Watford strike back then. He takes it to the byline, fizzes it across, and we... Okay, 15 minutes gone now, 1-1. Yeah. Peter, corner ball, put in, Kamara heads clear, and Torres is on it. Now, are we going to muster something from this scenario, or are they going to counter-attack at speed? If they do counter-attack, we are in bloody... Peters, Kendall Peters didn't score in the first game, and he's not scored now. What's wrong with him? We're actually going to change Renard's positioning. I'm going to make him a complete forward on support, just so it adds a little bit of variety. That's all. Okay, Husson on this right side, or left side even, on our right side, of course. Christig knocked back. I mean, he's not going to shoot from there, is he? Surely not. Barry, you could have intercepted that, Barry. I feel like the Paul are from the Chuckle Brothers at that point. Liminos, ball in, Morales, Park with a good save, and a second chance though. Not quite over. Corner kick. It won't come to anything. I mean, we'll have a staring contest while this corner takes place. I've won. If you're still staring at me, can you stop now? Because it's getting weird. Going to change to fluid. Let's try and create more phases of play. I do feel like Ntobo in the middle. He's having little impact. I might have to make a switch to get the... Wow. I've got a plan. For this second half. It's brave, though. It's bloody brave. Okay, team talk. Far from pleased with what I've just seen, because I'm not pleased. I want to see better than this. And Tobo's going to play in behind. Eckhart's going to come further back. I've minimised the game. Let's go. Mistakes were made there. I can play this because it's copyright free, but I'm really loving this song right now. And all the king's men. It's copyright free, I can play it. Peter, ball in. I mean, if we score, I'll play the song. No, and Tobo on it now. Renard. Oh, come on. Peter. Damn. I'm going to play it anyway. Yeah. Corner kick played in. Never mind. What am I doing? We're going to draw. If we draw this one, we'll have drawn so many games in a row. Right, time for change. Okay, Nathan Joshua is going to come on for Ntobo, who's had little impact. We're also going to bring Madge on for Renard, and we're actually going to change these two round. Why not? Get Madge on that left side, creating. Okay, Watford with the chance. I mean, to be fair, they've looked the most threatening. They come through. Park with another good save. Keeper is in the game, to be fair. There's been 7 clear-cut chances in the game, and it's only 1-1. That says a lot for how well the keepers are playing and how badly the attackers are playing. Do we bring Jeff Thomas on? Just for... Yes, we do. I just think if there's one delivery that's going to be put in and knocked in, it's going to be from Jeff Thomas, so we get him on the pitch. A point here actually puts us back into 10th place. It's very tight from like 15th to 10th. It just changes every single week. It's weird. But we started the episode in 12th. I mean, a point would just wait till this attack's over. We're going to completely change things. We've been attacking fluid for ages. Nothing's happened. We're going counter-structured. And as to say all of this, despite the fact it's still in what we were using before, Barry, left side, ball across, Joshua. Yes, Joshua. So that's a wicked delivery. I thought it might be Jeff Thomas. It turns out it's Barry. And substitute, Nathan Joshua heads home. About 10 minutes left on the clock. Let's do this. 2-1 to Salford. Lovely stuff. You can see here, Barry. It's a weird delivery because it's not like into the middle. It's more towards the penalty spot. Usually you see those whips into the 6-yard box, but it's a little bit deeper. And Joshua, who's about 6'3", gets his head on it. 2-1. Oh. I mean, it was just, I didn't know what to do. It was just a weird, I didn't even commentate. I just silently sat here hoping. It makes 2 great saves, and then this is the one that goes in. Oh, never mind. It's about the 2-2. It was all looking rosy. Hold on. Ball played forward towards Kendall Peters, who, again, very quiet in these 2 games. He's on the ball now, though. Is he going to produce something? The match. No, not the match, just regular match. 3 minutes of injury time. It's been probably in Watford's favour the whole game, and it's going to come down to a close. Another draw. I mean, that's a lot of draws we've had so far. There it is then, full time. Salford 2, Watford 2. Let's just have a quick look at this. How many draws have we had this season? Certainly in recent games, that's 4 draws in 5 games. Of course, in the league, it means we're 7 unbeaten. But it's an awful lot of draws. It seems to be a theme so far. We're getting goals, but we're not keeping them out. West Brom, Middlesbrough, West Ham and Southampton are games we have to get something from. I may even bring you the West Ham-Southampton games next episode, because then we'll go to a January, which is, I mean, it's one of the toughest Januaries I've ever seen. United, City, Tottenham, Arsenal, QPR and Chelsea all in January. On the 2nd of February we play Liverpool and Everton 4 days later. Who scheduled this shit? And that brings us to the end. If you've enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Let's aim for 1,000 likes. If you've enjoyed it, drop one. And from me, not to mention, until next time, we're love with care. Until next time, I'll see you later. No, that's just accent central.